Is it better now or is it still not working? Okay, now the problem is that there's a time limit over here on the Zoom meeting, so this mic problem already wasted my time. So I guess we'll have to see if it kicks us out. So in case if the meeting suddenly stops, of course I'll not be able to tell you guys a few seconds before it does, because it automatically closes by itself due to the limit that they have over there. So next time I'm gonna buy the unlimited whatever offer so that I can have longer meetings. So I think now everybody can hear me. I'm seeing a lot of messages saying you guys can hear me. Let me just put on my screen share. I think you guys can see my screen right now. Let me just minimize everything. Okay, so it's already recording. So hopefully, yeah, it's already recording for those who want the recorded one. So let me just do like this. So I'm gonna go to the EA now, which is on my VPS. Let me do this. The EA itself is on my VPS. There you go. So if you guys may notice, first thing I do is I do not use my robots or indicators on VPS on my normal computer. I only use my own computer if maybe I'm coding or trying to fix something with the EA. Whatever I do, I used to run on my VPS. If then maybe your computer is not that type of computer that will log off if you are not touching any button or pressing it for a while, you can of course use it. But then if it's like that and you don't know how to change that, then you should like get a VPS, which is what I recommend that you guys do. So because then VPS doesn't turn off and you get the unlimited data access from the VPS company that you're paying for. So it's actually quite much more better. I'm still trying to look if I can see because I had some people in a forex group telling me there's actually VPS companies which you actually can get for free, but I think there's maybe something you need to do and so that you can get it for free. I'll try and find out about it so that you guys don't really have to pay that much for a VPS because VPS is kind of expensive. Normally, per month for the cheapest one of the cheapest specs, they normally run around $10. If it's maybe that cheap, it will be $5 depending on how good the company is. But mine, I'm paying it for $10 a month. But like I said, if you can't afford to pay every single month $10 every single month, I'll keep on doing my research until I find maybe a VPS that works. So as you guys can see, I'm using XNest Broker. Um, for the indicator, I use Evertrade, but right now I'm not trading with the indicator at the moment. I'm trading with the XNest. This is where I'm putting all of my possible tests on. XNS has more portable options, like allowing you to change your leverage and all of that. There's lots of options you can find over there. So as you guys can see, this is my EA. It looks exactly just like yours. I'm gonna go to my input so that you can see that it actually looks like yours. If then you want to know if it doesn't look like yours, these are the following things that you need to check over here. These inputs. If you don't have these inputs, then it means you're not using the right one. You could have been in a confusion because I'm always sending lots of updates. Um, Usually yours should have this. It should have either this number of candles for error confirmation, and it should have this trade entry signal source. If you got these, then you should know that you're actually using the latest version. And now for the preset that I'm using this preset over here. It's this one over here. It's called Market Breaker V2 Auto Lot Size Scalping P1. Of course, I'm about to send an updated one, which is V3. Also, the reason why I'm also sending updated version, I saw there's a lot of market breaker EA cracked versions sent around the group. So luckily, I didn't put all my full work into it because I knew something like this would come. So those ones who have that cracked version, they will not have the full capabilities that from the EA, which will is something that I'll add on the V3. So luckily I was smart enough not to add all of this into in V2. So V2 is about to be sent right after this meeting. As you may notice, V2 does not have prop firm presets, which is something I'll add in the V3 update. So in the V3 update, there's the new preset that I'll add is called we call the V3. I mean the prop firm account, which is meant for your prop firm account. Now, of course, I'll not allow you guys to have all of the same settings for prop firm accounts because some prop firm accounts do not allow you to have the same inputs as the other people. But luckily, with that same preset, the preset allows itself to change every single time it is in a new it detects a new different account. So automatically it does some changes itself. That's a new type of technology that I think other people who have EAs that do profirm, they should have that kind of preset. And then the other preset I'll add is where I'll show you right now what will be the changes of that. So this is my settings that I use. I use the P1 so far. So what I do is that as soon as I plugged it in, as soon as I load my indicator, I'm in my EA, I go to whatever chart I'm going to, I say chart window, and then I go to M5, and then I load my EA with the preset and my license key. Now, what I do is that most of you guys do this. This is where it comes, where your issue comes with the EA. Now, I know I said the EA is 100% automatic, but you guys need to remember that there are some news events, which is the news filter I've been added that. I've tried to check how is it possible. I've did some research. How is it possible to add a news filter on? Because the other one that I added, the time I was advertising the EA, did not work out at all. It ignored some of the news, so I decided to find the fullest way to actually get all of the news events read. So I've checked. The only way to do that is actually to look for a website that is actually plain, or I should like build a website and then I have it linked into investing.com. And when it's linked into there, it will be able to send all of that information straight to the EA. So right now, I already have someone who's also designing some websites for me, not websites, some posters for me. He also designs websites. So I'm going to talk to him on that one. So in the meantime, here's what I do. Each time there's a trade that is open, if you guys may notice, every time there's trades that open there, um, and I see they're actually already in profit. I honestly do not wait for it for them to take profit. Honestly, unless if I make the take profit short, but I don't want to touch those settings because of those settings, I made them very, 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 very stabilized enough for the EA as a preset. So, for example, as you can see, okay, so let's look at this one. Okay, this one is EURGPB. It's just opened recently. So as soon as it's open, let's just say it just opened like a week ago now. I'll just make an example like that. And then it's already on minus 670. Now that one, I would allow it to hit the stop loss because then I know if then I let it hit stop loss, this could be a time where it will just be a pullback where it's going to be in take profit as the time goes on. Not in take profit, but maybe in profits now. So the take profit, why I do not allow the EA to take the profit by itself is because I saw it's actually sometimes changing to a further place. If you guys may look at my trades, most of them, they do not show take profit over some of them. Some of them, if they do show take profit, it could be either I was asleep and then automatically they took itself on take profit. If I see a signal was winning over there, a signal's already in profit. Usually my target with my $100,000 account, so I usually see over here. So you see over here, say where it says take profit, the profit. See it's on 129. As soon as I see it reaches $2,000 max or even $1,000, I close the trades myself. I do not allow the EA to close the trades by myself. This is how almost all my trades never even at the end of the day never get a loss. Of course, I do get some losses. No, nobody doesn't get some losses. Of course, this is how the forex game works. But at the end of the day, my profits are actually bigger than my losses. As you guys can see, there's a lot of losses, there's a lot of profits. At the end of the day, this is the profit. This is $53,000. That's because I was not allowing most of the trades to be closed by the robots because of the take profit being so far. So, guys, what I usually do, how I try this is I do not allow the robot to take profit by itself. And now this is the setting I want to introduce to yourself to you guys. So this setting is okay. Just wait. Let me put this on charge. It's a bit low. Just quickly put this on charge. All right. So what this setting I'm about to introduce is going to be a change in the trend line of breaks. So I'm gonna go and this time I'm gonna use. I've realized I don't actually have the indicator. This is gonna be a problem. Let me do like this then. Um, I don't have the indicator on VPS. I don't think I do. Let me just do this. Because then, in order for you guys to see this new settings I'm talking about, is for me to like have it pasted on the indicator. Okay, so it's not there at all. So, just gonna go to my normal PC now. Just a few moments. It's loading. All right. All right. Here is the indicator itself. So normally, if you load the indicator, this is the indicator. You must remember this is like the first version there. Still the first version, but it does not affect how we're going to use it. Let me just turn on breakout settings. I think I passed it. Let me check. Oh, there you go. When I put it on true, and I'm gonna say close. So this is the indicator there. If you guys can see, these indicate these lines over here are just straighted up like a trend line. So you guys are gonna be like, wow, how come I didn't figure that out? So what I'll actually change, I can see also there's some messages on the chat. I cannot view them right now. I'll check them after I'm done here. If you guys can check over here, this is the setting which I've decided to change. As you can see, this is on 1.0. So we're gonna put it on 0. You're gonna see how there's gonna be a difference when it comes to how the signals come out. So this is the difference that will be when the signals come out. Now, this one has increased the accuracy of it, and it has reduced more signals that are actually not really that good. And what I like about it is that for those who have been experiencing lag when it comes to turning on the indicator on true on breakouts, on confirm only breakouts. Now, this is where it will make the lagging more less, because then this one does not use trend line breaks. It uses just breakouts that are from either support or resistance lines. So There's just straight lines which come up for it. So as you can see over here, let me just look for another pair that has a little bit more signals. There's less signals over here. We're gonna get another chart and we're gonna put on our market breaker, take it on 0. Oh, damn, guys, I got like 10 minutes left. I just got a notification. Okay, so let me try to be quick. So if you guys can check over here, we turn it makes true. We're gonna turn it to true. And then we're gonna change this to 500 just so I can see more signals from the back. There you go. So now this is going to be the new preset that we're going to be using. I'm gonna make the new one on it for indices, and I'm gonna try my best to also find if I can find settings to use for Nasdaq, because then it does not work for Nasdaq, only US 30. So for those who are actually into indices, if you may notice the indices over this in the preset only works for US 30, and now we'll make it out. We decided to make it out also work for NAS 100 so far. We're not sure about the other pairs. If you guys want to type other pairs that you also wanted me to add, just instead rather tell me via inbox, and I'm gonna study them and see if I can have them working. So this is gonna be the new one. It's still based on breakouts. As you can see, these are the lines it waits for a breakout from them, waits for a breakout for them. Unlike the trend line one, the reason why the breakout comes from lagging is because it actually reads from bars that actually at a very low. So this is where I was able to kind of like cheat that kind of problem that we have with it when it comes to the EA. So this is going to be a preset we're going to be adding. So now I think I explained how I use the EA myself. It wasn't really that much to explain. I don't know if you guys expected something like more, but right now I'm gonna be opening up for some questions on the inbox, on the chat box. So you guys can start answering questions. We got like approximately 7 minutes. So you guys should be like a bit quick, and I'm gonna try to be a bit quick. If I didn't finish answering your messages, of course, I'll answer you via inbox. So the first question is for Mario over here. It says, sorry, what's the new preset for the indicator? It's not, the preset is not only for the indicator, it's going to be for the EA as well. I'm just going to call it SNR breakout settings. So it will be on the new file I'm going to send, the new file that I told you guys about. That the reason why I'm also making the new file over there is because of the amount of people are busy cracking the EA. So, and the indicator makes it wanna change so many settings on it. So I don't want them to have the full capabilities from the EA. So do you want us to change our settings to that? You can change your settings to it, ne? Change your settings to it and then see how it works. But first try the settings that I just explained when the meeting started, and then see how they were. If they are bad, then go to this one that I just talked about over here. Is LCG market recommended on the board? Like honestly, I don't want to lie to you guys. I don't trust any South African brokers when they come to robots. I don't trust them when it comes to robots, but you can use them. But then with how they are strict is, I'm just gonna tell you, with how much money you're gonna make from the robot, you're not gonna get your money if they see you making that kind of money with just a robot doing everything for you and you doing nothing. When did you say V3 would be dropping? V3 will be dropping tonight. Let me just go down. So we should now close all trades manually once in profit. Yes, but learn to calculate how many profit according to how much loss you made, and then try to see, because then the win ratio from it is 7 to 3%. So you, in a day, you would get 3 losing trades and 7 winning trades. So you should learn how to get that running. Otherwise, if you don't do what I do, it'll be like 8 losing trades and 2 winning trades, only because you are greedy enough to let it hit. It's long take profit. What's the best SL to use if you use one? Do not touch the stop loss. If you guys want to touch the stop loss, have them looked up on your own. I do not have any stop loss settings I would recommend you use. Just use the one that you're given on the with the preset file. Let's yes, which is another one. So will the EA also draw the arrows on the new set file? No, it will not draw the arrows. If you want arrows drawn, just use the indicator. It's as simple as that. If it would draw arrows, it would like make the EA not function properly. Do you run it 24/7? Yeah, of course. I run the EA 24/7. Your indicator is number one. Okay, thanks. Thanks for that. When will the $100 flip start? I've told people to sign up, and I'm not seeing anybody like telling me that they sign up for the challenge. So I guess maybe they don't want the challenge, but then I'll wait until everybody said, hey guys, we started. When I meant that, I mean that everybody needs to sign up and then deposit. I'll look for another broker which you guys can use because Evertrade is not available for US clients, as far as I heard. And then we got some profits from Hadi. Oh man, that's some good profits. Nice one, nice one, nice one. So nice profits, nice one. Let me just go down. Is there any way to drop the amount of candles for confirmation to get early entries? Yeah, so it's on 20 now. The lower it gets, the lower the confirmation. So right now it's reading 20 candles, but it's reading 20 candles on the lowest time frame. So if you want to drop it to the lowest one where it's just going to be on one candle, do it at your own risk, but then just remember you need to drop it to at least maybe 1 to 5 if you want to make it that low. And then we got till in profit. Can I close? Yeah, you can close. So SA brokers not recommended. There are some brokers from SA that you can recommend, like Globex 360. They're a good broker. Hey, it's guys, it's been a while. I've used SA brokers. I don't use them a lot that much anymore. I think Globex 360. There's this other one that is for MT5. I can't remember it. I think it's for MT5 so far. I think it's XM Global. Yeah, you guys can use that one. I think also guys, this all IFX brokers. Yeah, that one is also good, but if you're using USD, you can use that one. I would like to, but y'all don't accept US. I'll give you another broker for that. I signed up but didn't deposit there. Take your time to deposit. We are all waiting on you. We don't want to leave anyone behind because then we're not going to start all over again. So here's another one. What can I do if Robert does not take trades? I sent another video over there that came from one of my partner in coding. So just check out that video and then see if it works out. Normally, when your robot doesn't take entries, it could be that your broker does not give the full history data to the robot, or it's either the leverage that you're using is below 1 to the ratio of 300. Make sure it's 1 to the ratio of 500, or it's either your deposit was either low or too low, or it's either your computer was not running 24/7. Remember, even if you just turn it off just for tonight, you should like have it turned on for at least 48 hours so the robot can read all of the data. Have it like on for 48 hours. I know it's not safe for some of your computers, but then in order to do this, just lower down your power settings so that your computer battery does not die. But then so far, if all of these are not the problem, and they just contact me and then I'll try to see if I can fix it on your PC via any desk. Do you open manual trade additional with automatic trade? I only open a manual trade from the indicator, but right now I don't anymore. So at the moment, I'm not using the indicator because I wanted to update this first. This I'm talking about, and then I can like use the indicator and the EA at the same side. But if I use the manual trade indicator, I'm gonna use it for South African brokers. So for that guy who asked me if South African brokers can work on the EA, of course the EA cannot, but then on the indicator you can use it. But some of the South African brokers, yeah, you can use the EA on. Hello, Kyle. Why does this EA does not trade immediately from the order blocks? Because if you look at the trading view, the order blocks seem to be really accurate. That's because the one that you see on the trading view indicator is not accurately the same as mine. I didn't just take that one and then decide like to make it to MT4. I was like, there's some changes because then if you go and use that one on the trading view indicator, use it full time and tell me if you're gonna see some more accurate ones. I look, the one on the trading view indicator does not read these change of character, break of structure, and all of those fully things you're supposed to look at when you're trading CMC. So there are some rules that my EA takes. You are just looking at the order blocks. I don't only allow the order blocks to do so. I also did some changes where I can allow the EA to also read some change of character and break of structure.